Hello everyone and welcome to this month's episode of What's for Dinner. Today I'm going to be making a beef wrapped spaghetti, also known as wine pizza. Let's get cooking. Now this particular recipe is a little strange and a little bit out there, so bear with me. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take some vegetable oil and I'm going to add it to a skillet here. Not too much, about a tablespoon. That's a little bit more than a tablespoon, but that'll do. Coat it around a bit. Now we're going to turn the heat on and heat up the skillet so that when we put in our first thing to this, it's already hot. So, turn on the front. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some spaghetti noodles and some beef patties, and we're going to wrap the spaghetti noodles in the beef patties. So, as simple as it is, I'm just going to take these beef patties out of the package here. These are just regular ground beef patties. I'm going to take some spaghetti noodles. A good bit. Now we're only going to use 3 of these patties. Take a good bit of spaghetti noodles, like this. And we'll take one of these beef patties, move it from that. We'll take the beef patty, and then we'll just wrap it around the spaghetti noodles. And then we're going to go put it right in the skillet over here and let it brown on one side. We should put the open side down. Let's try that. Do another one. I'm only going to do 3. And again, there's going to be more stuff going into this, so if everything is not looking as good as it could, that's fine. And we're going to try to fit one more. There, it fits pretty good. So we're going to let them brown on one side, and then we'll flip them over, and then we're going to add some more stuff. So once you've let the beef cook for a little bit, you're going to flip it over to cook the other side, and you're going to add in, I'd say, about 2 cloves of minced garlic. I'm going to go and flip these here in a moment. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So flip it over. Trying not to touch it. Now, while this is continuing to cook, you're going to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, now these have fallen apart a little bit, but this is going to get baked in the oven, so don't be too concerned about how they're looking right now. And they're flipped over. I'm going to now add a little bit of garlic. We're going to let this cook for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to add some peppers and onions. So you're only really supposed to turn these once, but because the beef is not cooking completely through, I want to make sure it's cooked completely through. But then again, as I said, we are going to bake this in a minute. So if the beef isn't cooked all the way through, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. So now we're going to go ahead and add in half of a white onion. And a yellow and orange bell pepper. You can use any color pepper that you want. We just happen to add a yellow and orange here. So we're going to let the onions and peppers cook for a little bit. I'll be back in a moment to add in the next ingredients. Okay, our oven is now preheated. We're going to go ahead and add in about 2 cups of the Cabernet Sauvignon red wine, followed by a jar of tomato sauce. Now you want to wait until the wine starts to do a bit of a rolling boil before you pour in your tomato sauce. Actually, what I'm going to do is increase the heat just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my fan. See the wine bubble up nicely before we go and add in our tomato sauce. And we have just the right amount of rolling boil on the wine. It's kind of centralized in the middle. It hasn't really fanned out to the sides yet, but I think this is okay for us to go ahead and add our tomato sauce. You want to make sure the tomato sauce covers the entirety of the top of the beef, peppers, and spaghetti. As I said, our oven is preheated, so that's good. Now we're going to go and cover the top of this in some mozzarella, which I have right over here. Turn the heat completely down. And I guess this is where it gets the name wine pizza, because by putting this mozzarella on top, it makes it almost look like a pizza. I'm going to turn the heat completely off. Put another handful or 2 on this. And now we're going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees, for about half an hour. Oven light, open. That's hot. The oven. And we'll be back in about half an hour. Alright, so it's been about 35 minutes since I put it in. I'm going to go ahead, take it out, and try it for you. Now, this was quite heavy going in, so that looks good. Definitely smells like pizza. Now basically you're just supposed to be able to take your tongs and lift one of the pieces out. So, let's see if I can do that. If I can find where the pieces are. Looks like there's one right here at the end. Well, that's not working. Got some spaghetti. Get some of this right here. Okay, it's quite heavy. It's a little messy, but it looks interesting. Let's give it a try here. All right, here we go. Well, the noodles aren't fully cooked. They're a little hard. The beef is okay. There's not a whole lot of cheese on this, so it's okay. It's not. Some of these noodles are just really hard. It does taste okay. Again, maybe just making sure the noodles get cooked all the way through. Most of them are cooked all the way through, but ones that were like shoved in the center of the beef, I think, aren't exactly completely cooked. So, but the beef is cooked. So peppers are soft, so yeah, it's pretty good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's for Dinner. If you have any recipes that you would like me to make on camera, leave them below in comments and I'll check them out. You can also fill out the survey, which you can find in the description of this video. Again, thank you all for watching. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you all next time.